Well, good morning, Maya. This is Maya, 2021 Orange Glow Motley, produced by Matt Martin over at Monster Cages, Monster Feeders. She's just an absolute sweetheart. Growing pretty good. Been kind of bringing her along slowly. These guys can eat some serious, serious sized rodents. So I've been giving her an appropriately sized rodent, like about a decent sized small rat. Just enough to give her a small bump when she eats. Try not to power feed. Just want to make sure that she gets a healthy, appropriately sized meal every week. And I see her every day. I got her in October, so she's put on some good size. Just super smart, as all retics are. And I try to take her out every day, other than the day that I feed her. I give her a good 48 hours before I take her out again. But these snakes are very intelligent. They recognize their owners. They enjoy the interaction, and you might be able to get away with not handling your boa constrictors or your ball pythons fairly regularly, depending on how many you have. But I know from my experience, retics don't want to sit in a cage, regardless of size, or sit in a tub or a drawer all day long, day after day. They'll tell you that they don't want to, because they'll start knocking on the sides of the tub, on the cages. They'll start pacing the cage, and they'll start pushing on the glass, which can lead to issues with their face. It's just known throughout the retic community that these snakes they want to come out and they want to interact with you. So if you're thinking about getting a retic, do your homework. They do get big if you want to stick to the mainland side and not go full-blown, super dwarf. She's staring at me, looking at the camera lens. But they're amazing snakes. Takes a lot of responsibility to obviously have one. I've always found it's best to get them when they're young and raise them up. And then by the time they're, decent size, you're familiar with them, they're familiar with you, and you got your routine down and everything's good. Sometimes for somebody to go and adopt an older snake, even somebody like myself who has a lot of experience with retics, if I was to go out and adopt a fully grown, male or female retic, I still don't have that experience with that particular animal. So I might be a little not afraid of the animal, but just don't have that that relationship built and that trust built. And I think it's always good if you can get these guys when they're young and raise them on up, and then you basically interact with them the same way when they're big as you did when they're little, because you've just known them. I have adopted older retics before, and everything was fine. However, I just prefer to be able to get them when they're smaller, and just kind of raise them up and establish that really good bond and trust. With her, she's really mellow and friendly. I started this. This is always a good idea. You want to make sure that they know there's no food coming. So I open up the tub. I give her a nice little tap with the hook. Let her know we're not feeding. We're coming out to play, and then I usually just reach in and grab her. Of course, right now I have got one hand on the camera, so I'm probably not going to do that. So she's probably wondering, why aren't you picking me up, Dad? What you doing? And I don't want her to freak out over the camera. She needs to kind of get used to the camera thing. So anyway, just wanted to do a quick little check-in on this girl. And definitely, if you are new to the channel, welcome. go ahead and like and subscribe and ring the bell for future notifications. I would appreciate that. And we will do another video of her in the future where I can actually film myself interacting with her. How long is she? Let's see, this tub is 33 inches long. She's longer than that. She's a good 3.5 feet, if not 4, I want to say. She's getting there. And this particular morph is known to be, fairly relaxed and fairly mellow. There are some retic morphs that tend to be a little bit more high-strung, like the platinums. I think the golden childs are known that way. I've always had really good experiences. I've had tiger retics. I've had, basically your normal, wild-looking retic. I've had golden childs. I've had platinums. I've had sunfires. I've had white-faced albinos. I had a pretty decent collection between 2008 and 2014, and I rehomed them all to great homes. I still keep in touch with a lot of the people that have the retics that I used to own, and they're all doing great. Really broke my heart. I'd love to be able to get a few of them back, but they're in good homes and they have a good routine down, and there's no reason for me to try to reacquire any of them, because that would just kind of be a selfish thing, because they are in just great locations with great people who probably wouldn't want to sell them back to me anyway. Some of them I actually just gave away because I knew they were going to good homes. So, all right. Well, happy Friday to everybody. I am working on getting a decent camera so I don't have to do these iPhone videos, because it's been really difficult to try to extract these videos off this iPhone. I don't have an Apple laptop or an Apple computer, so I have to connect the lightning cable to the computer, and sometimes you can see the videos and extract them onto the computer, and other times it just doesn't find the videos. It's just kind of the way it's always been. So I need to go ahead and I need to go get a really nice SLR camera that also does video, instead of relying on the iPhone. Then I can do some fancy editing and make it look a little bit slicker instead of just an uncut kind of a raw video. But all right, well, she's probably wondering what's going on, because like I said, usually when I open the tub, I'm interacting with her. I'm taking her out. She ate on the 11th. So what's today? Today's the 18th. Is that right? So she'll probably eat tomorrow. I need to thaw out a bunch of rodents. I'm going to step her up a little bit. I'm going to give her something somewhere between a medium rat and a small rat, somewhere in between, like a smaller medium and a larger small, if that makes any sense. But she's still a ways away from eating large. I want to grow her up at a nice steady pace. So, all right, everybody, take care, and thanks again for watching and checking in.